Hi kiddos, this is Miss Stark with another video. This time we're going to be looking at more rate of change, slope formula dealios. So we're going to see if they are a linear function or nonlinear function today. So linear functions are where the rate of change, the slope, is the same between two different points. Nonlinear is where it's different between two different points. So again, we're going to be using this formula. Sometimes you'll see y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, or the one I showed you, which is y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2. They're the same because the main thing that you need to know is that the x and y must be corresponding, so they must be next to each other. You can't, for example, for this nonlinear one, you can't do 0 and 0 as a point because that's not a point here. It's either 0 and -5 or -1 and 0. So that's the only difference between the two formulas. So we're going to do 3 of these together. I'm definitely going to do these negative ones because negative numbers are a pain to subtract. So as you see, there's 2 boxes. So you're going to subtract these 2 and then these 2. And then again, these 2 and then these 2. You don't get to pick which ones because they already gave you the ones they want you to do. So first off here, we have -10 and -10, -5 and 7. So I'm going to use the equation tool because the equation tool gives me that fraction bar. Gonna make it kind of smaller than usual because they don't give me much room to show my work, but I still want to show the work and you guys should show your work too. So I'm going to see how 12 looks and then go from there. So I'm going to write the formula y1 minus y2 all over x1 minus x2. And I'm actually going to see, will you? No, it's not there. So I'm going to go here to select, and I'm going to actually copy this. So what I did is I went here to the arrow, clicked on this box, highlighted this, and I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to paste it, move it right here. Gonna need another one, so copy, paste, right there, paste, right here, paste, move it, come on, move it over there. So we're gonna be doing these 3 together. Copy, paste. And there we go. So I have all my formulas ready. So let's go back to the equation tool and it should allow me to write in every single one. Okay, so my y1, which do I want my y? I mean, they're both negative, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll do the -10s first. So -10, -10. My y -10 is next to my x -10, so they must be on top of each other. This is -7, and this is -5. So what does this equal? Well, I have -10, and I'm taking away -7. Well, that's -3, because 10 minus 7 is negative. 10 minus 7 is 3, and since they're both negative, it's -3. Because we're minusing -7 plus from 10. We do have some manipulatives to help with this if you need to. But this is basically just saying 10 minus 7, and since they're both negative, it's going to be -3. Same here, we have 10 negatives, and we're taking away 5 of them. That means -5. So my ratio here is -3 over -5. I'm not going to put that down quite yet. I want to see what I get here. Because sometimes you'll have the same ratio, but it'll be written differently. For example, it could be, this is -3, -5. Maybe it's, In this case, it's not. I want to make sure it's both negatives on the top and bottom. Now, if I were to simplify this, I could write it many different ways. So that's why I don't want to simplify it yet. I want to just leave it like this. Okay. So here, they give us our numbers. I want 0 to be last because that will be an easy number. So 0 is corresponding to -4. So this goes over here. And then I have 5 and then -1. Ooh, this is tricky now. So I know for sure my bottom number is going to be 5. Now 1 minus -4. That's tricky. So what I'm going to do is, since they're two negatives, I'm just going to make them a positive. So this is kind of like 4 minus 1, which is 3. So these two are actually the same, because a positive and a positive divided by each other will get you a positive. A negative divided by a negative will get you a positive. If we were to switch these guys, put 0 over here, -4 over here, 1 over there, 5 over there, we would get the exact same answer, and I'll show you. So let's make this -4 minus -1 and 0 minus 5. So I'm just switching them just to show you they're going to be exactly the same. So -4, and I'm taking away 1, it's going to be -3, and 5 minus 0 is going to be -5. So here you can very well tell that it will be 3 over 5, -3 or -5, either way works. In this case, because they're both negatives. So 3, 5. Oh. So since they're the same, you would write linear. Okay, now over here, I'm going to try to do that where I keep them in form, where the top is the first one, the bottom's the second one. That way you guys don't get too confused when, in case they're the same, but they are the opposite. So we'll just do x1 being the top, x2 being the bottom, 1, 2. Let's do this 1, 2, 1, 2, because I don't want that to be. Let's do this one first then. 9 first. So I'm going to replace x1 with 9, and then y1 with 6. Then we have x2 as 5, and this as -1. Okay. And just like last time, when you have a negative and a negative like this together, you're just going to replace them with a positive. Two negatives make a positive. So 6 plus 1 is 7. 9 minus 5 is 4. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to do the bottom one as my first one. So this is just going to be 1 here. And this is going to be -8. Not 18, 8. Okay, and then this is -3. And this is -15. Okay, since I have two negatives here, I can change them to a plus sign. Same here, plus. I'll start with the easy one first, which is 1 plus 3, which is 4. Okay, 15, -8. That's the same as 15 minus 8, which is 7. So this is, whoops, 7/4, 7/4. Since they're the same, the answer is linear. Okay, and I do want you guys to show these equations here. I do want you to show me that. I want you to show your work. Okay, last one we'll do together is this one. So we'll do this one first, where the bottom one comes first, the top one comes second. So x1 is 1, y1 is 4. I get confused and try to do 1 and 0 sometimes, so I gotta make sure that I'm going across when I'm going up and down. Okay, and then x2 is 0, y2 is 2. Okay, this one's pretty simple. 4 minus 2 is 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. This can be simplified to just 2, just to let you know. So I'll put it down. So this can be 2/1, which equals 2. Anytime a number is over 1, it's just the number on top. Okay, so now we have 3 and 2 and 28 and 10. Pretty simple numbers. Okay, there we go. Easiest one is putting it over 1. And then 28 minus 10 is 18. And like I said, anytime you have a number over 1, all it is just the number on top. So since these two are not the same, you would put non-linear. Not noon-linear, non-linear. There we go. And that's what you're going to do for all of them. Luckily, the rest of them have positive numbers, so they should be pretty simple. You don't have to simplify them like this. As you see, I didn't do that for this one. You just need to make sure they're the same. And that is it. Remember copy and pasting the formula so you don't have to type it over and over again, and then just replace what you need. I hope this video has helped. If you guys do have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!